All right, gang, here we are. 600SX, all put back together, been ported by Charlie Briscoe. We're about to put it in the wood for the first time since that has happened. So I'm sure there'll be a little bit of tuning I need to do. These things need to warm up before they stop being rich. So lean it out a little bit. Damn. Maybe that's a lean thing. Let's go ahead and give it more fuel, see if that helps. That did not seem to help. How it's warming up, there's less of a tendency for it to four-stroke. That's why you can't get these things really good and lean until it's good and warm. There we go. Now let's lean it just a little bit more. What that does. She's really wanting to rev, but the coil just won't let it happen. There we go. Running good now. $13,200 on the free rev. About 11,500 pretty much all the way through. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and lean on it just a touch more. Okay. Yeah, I'm out of fuel. I was a little worried maybe it had an air leak there. No, just running out of fuel. So that is, yeah, it runs great. Runs fantastic. But still, 11,005, maybe 12,000 in this cut. And that is very indicative of one of these saws, the 600SX, the 620, the 590. They don't like to run at higher RPMs. Now, compared to stock, that's a huge improvement, because stock, these things are in the 9,000 RPM range, right? And it's got a lot of torque too. I could really lay on it, right? So where they shine is in bigger wood than what you would typically run a 60cc saw in, okay? They're not gonna be able to handle a 36-inch bar very well at all. They're not gonna be able to oil it very well at all. They're not even gonna be able to handle a 28-inch bar very well if you're cutting 28-inch wood, okay? So they're a little bit of a different beast for sure. So in this wood, my 562s, my Makita 6100, the Steel 361, 360, heck, even the Poland 3750 right? Once properly ported, in this wood, would be running over 12,000 RPMs. My 562 and Makita 6100 would be pulling over 13,000 RPMs in this. Okay, that's a small piece of pine. They would be just blazing through that like crazy. Now they would drop once you get into bigger wood or harder wood or something that's taking up a little bit more energy, but they're still going to be cutting at the same speed as this, I think. We will know for sure because we will do the 60cc challenge eventually. Got a lot of stuff going on in my life right now, guys. But so they would drop in RPM for sure, but they're running 2,000 RPMs higher than this thing in wood like this. So yeah, they drop 2,000 RPMs in bigger wood, but this thing's going to drop a little bit too, you know. But it does hold its RPM better in bigger wood. There's a lot of great things I can say about it. The best thing about it is they're really inexpensive. They're very reliable as long as you know what you're doing. And they're especially very reliable whenever you do a muffler mod and let that heat get out of there. So they're very just excellent saws, nothing bad to say about them. The only thing that you can say about them that's kind of negative is, yeah, they are a little bit heavy. But so is the Makita, right? So is the Husqvarna 562, right? A little bit heavy. And the RPMs, they're not screamers. They don't want to scream. They have been built to ensure that no screaming takes place. The coil that's on them, it just retards the timing once you get up there, and it's actually limited as well. So that it's doing two things. It's screwing with your actual torque curve or your timing curve, your ignition timing curve. It's screwing with that, and it has a hard stop at like 13.2. So it just won't do it. But the biggest problem, like this thing would run at 13.2, but it retards the timing advance once it gets into the higher RPMs, because it's built to last for a long time. Echo didn't care about making this thing scream at all. So it is what it is. Still a great saw though, and I'm happy to have it. And Charlie, you did a great job porting it, buddy. As usual.